Here's a three-man rush. Sidearms to Latimer. Completes it, gets down. Clock will continue to run.
Goes right. Ace right, fiat.
Ace right.
Ace right, fiat. Ace right, fiat.
Orlando has to get to the 44 for a first down. On 3rd and 7, they've got the first down. Rogers completes it. The clock will stop, and then it will start again once they spot it.
Twins right. No. Twins right. Twins right. Give me
Here we go. Here we go. Frisco drop 57.
Sarah.
Under 50 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Dormady completes it again. Back to Rogers. First down. Stop the clock. Move the chains.
Twins right. Twins right. Scan right.
Timeout, Arlington, 3rd and final timeout. 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
Here we go. We got it.
I'm gonna need you to rub my whole body after this.
Is that what you want? We got it.
See Arlington substituting late. Comes on the field late, and again, Eli Rogers, the F curl that's been a staple versus zone today. Now, let's think about Arlington took the timeout here. Now, let's go back to the Orlando touchdown, and we question, why would you go for one? Now, let's look at where the clock is at and think how Terrell Buckley did it. 3 minutes and 51 seconds left. 2 timeouts, and you feel pretty good about your defense. Well, that pays off. Now you got to count on your offense to get you in field goal range. So to this point, Terrell Buckley has played this well.
And remember, if you're Arlington, you're missing 2 starters on offense. Will Hill, 2 unsportsmanlike penalties. He's been ejected. Donald Payne, he's out for defense as well for Arlington. 41 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. Orlando down by 2 on 1st and 10. Pressured, backside, ball is out, and Arlington has the fumble. Ball game.
Ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Arlington.
A nightmare game for Quentin Dormady. 5 turnovers, and the last one is the dagger.
The last thing you can do is take a sack here, and to further worsen the situation, turn the football over. You have your team within yards of field goal range, and instead you're going to end up on the losing side of this ball game.
Willie Taylor caused the fumble, and then Will Clark recovered it for Arlington. On top of the world last week for Dormady, and then this week, Orlando has now been eliminated from playoff contention. Luis Perez, the addition for Arlington, and watch out now, because the Renegades look like a completely different ball club.
Well, 4-4, they had to go on the road.
Come on. Your coach is coming up. Yo. Good job. Good job, fellas. Yeah, good job. Shoot. All right, T-Buck. Good job, man. Yeah, hang in there, bro.
You too.
Team looks good.
Hey, we trying. Good job.
You'll be all right. Well, I'll see you back at home.
All right.
Yeah, good job.
It's
All
a
right, man.
final
Good
in
work.
Orlando here in Week 8. The Arlington Renegades get the win over Orlando 18-16. Luis Perez was the difference on offense for the Renegades.
What's up, brother? Way to play, bro. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, appreciate you. Hey, that was a nice play by you. That was a nice play, bro. Good job, man. Good job, brother. Hey, you're a stud, big dog.
Let's send it down to Harry Douglas with the winning coach for Arlington.
I'm with Coach Bob Stooks. Coach, your defense really stepped up today. 5 takeaways. What do you got to say for that?
Yeah, won a touchdown. They played great. Devontae Bosby with the big touchdown, and the pressure. We had some strip sacks and got pressure to the quarterback, and that makes a difference.
2 of your best players on defense go down. Guys stepped up when they needed to step up.
Yeah, we've had a lot of injuries last week, this week on the defensive side of the ball, and today even at the end cramping, guys kind of coming in and out. But we got a lot of guys. We use we use all too deep every time we play, and they do a good job.
Luis Perez stepped right in. Things looked good early. Kind of had a little thing stopped there, but still stayed with it. What do you just say about him?
Luis, and being with us a week and a half, really special, an incredibly bright guy, a talented guy. Threw a lot of really good balls today. Missed a deep one that just on the fingertips. So I'm really, really happy for Luis, and really helped us.
Big win, Coach.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Back to you, John.
All right, Harry, we appreciate that. Let's update the standings here in the XFL here in Week 8. Arlington breaks the 2-game losing streak. They move to 4-4 in the season, and that's a huge one because now Orlando has officially been eliminated from the playoffs as they fall now to 1-7. Welcome back inside the booth here at Camping World Stadium alongside Tom Luganville. I'm John Schriffen. Well, Orlando on top of the world in Week 7, and then they came back to earth here. Dormady, not the best game, 5 turnovers. The last one really sealed the deal.
Yeah, coming off of 6 touchdowns and a wonderful performance in a win versus DC last week. But you could sense it from the onset. This Orlando offense was not in sync. They were out of rhythm. And up front, they were overwhelmed by Arlington's defensive front. Whether it was a 3-man rush, 4-man rush, I think Dormady just never felt comfortable. The throws he made last week, he did not make this week. All of the plays offensively where Orlando had made such strides, they reverted back to how they had played the first 6 weeks of the season. Heavily penalized, turnovers, could not get the run game going, and so a very frustrating setback for Orlando after what looked like maybe a promising streak for them coming off of a big win of the then undefeated DC Defenders.
All right, let's talk about Arlington now, because when we talked to Bob Stoops before this game, he said, we know what our defense has done. Our defense has kept us in games all year long, but we haven't been scoring points. Now with Luis Perez, how does this offense look for Arlington?
Well, it's going to look a heck of a lot better if they can get him to play better than he did today, which was not bad, but eliminate all of the mistakes around him. You know, whether it was penalties, procedure penalties, 3rd and longs, they did not play clean football today. The difference was Orlando made more mistakes than Arlington did. So I think with another start under his belt, you'll see this Arlington offense get better and better and better, but they can't have silly penalties. They can't turn the ball over. That's just not going to be playing winning football. And we heard Bob Stoops say that throughout the broadcast.
All right. Another close one here in Orlando. The Guardians fall 2 points short as Arlington gets the win. For my crew, Tom Luganville, Stormy Bonnet-Tony, Harry Douglas, I'm John Schriffen saying so long from Orlando. The Arlington Renegades break the 2-game losing streak. They win it 18-16 over the Orlando Guardians.